Did you know that in London there are more than 300 languages spoken every day? Have you ever dreamed of walking the same streets that were walked by the Beatles, Shakespeare, or Queen Elizabeth herself? Today, in Quantum Passport, we take you to the heart of England. London, a vibrant, cosmopolitan city full of history, where black cabs and red buses are just the tip of the iceberg. Located in the southeast of the United Kingdom, London is crossed by the iconic River Thames. Its climate is temperate oceanic, which means cloudy skies and light rain most of the year. Don't forget the umbrella. Its official language is English, the currency is the pound sterling, and its population is over 9 million people. London receives about 30 million tourists a year, being one of the most visited cities in the world. The city is divided into circular zones starting from the center. Zone 1 and 2, the nerve center, where everything happens, is the historical and tourist heart. Westminster, Soho, Covent Garden, and Piccadilly Circus. Zones 3 to 6. In this zone you will find residential, modern, and multicultural neighborhoods such as Camden, Greenwich, or Notting Hill. Zones 7 to 9. These areas are more suburban, quiet, and less touristy, but with their own charm. How to get to London. Getting to London is easier than you think. Here's how you can land in this amazing city from anywhere in the world. Plane. Most people arrive by air. London has 6 international airports, Heathrow being the most important. It is followed by Gatwick, Stansted, Luton, London City, and Southend. From anywhere in Europe or America, there are direct flights. Train. If you are coming from Europe, the Eurostar is for you. From cities like Paris, Brussels, or Amsterdam, you can arrive on the Eurostar, which connects directly to St. Pancras Station in just 2 to 3 hours. Cross the English Channel under the sea in less than 3 hours from Paris or Brussels. Average price, $60 to $150 USD. Although not the most common, you can take a ferry from France or the Netherlands to nearby ports such as Dover or Harwich, a romantic and different option. Where to stay in London? There are options for all budgets, but remember, London is not exactly cheap. Sleeping in London doesn't have to cost you a fortune, although if you want luxury, you have that too. Here are some options for all types of travelers. For those looking for comfortable and affordable options, there are hostels like Wombat City Hostel London, or the Clink 78 Hostel, in a former courthouse. The Generator London, with modern atmosphere and bar, and the Astor Museum Inn, next to the British Museum. These options with prices from $35 a night. If you prefer a balance between comfort and location, we have Z Hotel Shoreditch, modern style and well located, from $120 per night. Point A Hotel Liverpool Street, from $110 per night. Premier in London City, steps away from the London Eye, from $100 per night. Ibis Styles Southwark, colorful and central, from $130 per night. For a luxury experience, here are some alternatives. The Savoy, an icon of London luxury, from $600 per night. The Langham London, classic glamour on Regent Street, from $500. Corinthia Hotel London, absolute elegance, from $700. And don't forget that Airbnb has thousands of options, from studios for $80 to penthouses overlooking the Thames. Transportation within London. London has one of the best transportation systems in the world. And yes, you are going to love or hate the famous Tube. Tube, the fastest way to get around. 11 lines and more than 270 stations. A trip within Zone 1. $3 with an Oyster card. The Oyster card is a very popular transport smart card in London. It is a rechargeable card, blue plastic, that you can use to pay for travel on the Tube, Overground, DLR, National Rail within London, buses, trams, Thames Clippers, boats on the River Thames, with discount. How much does the Oyster card cost? It requires a refundable deposit, £5 at the time of purchase. Then you can recharge it with the balance you need, recommended minimum, £20 for 2 to 3 days. You can get it at airports, subway stations, authorized stores, or order it online. Red buses. Iconic and perfect for seeing the city from above. Plus, they operate 24/7. They cost $2 each way with the Oyster system. Santander cycles. Ideal for exploring parks and neighborhoods, they cost $2 for the first 30 minutes. Black cabs. A classic luxury. Expensive, but very authentic. Useful for short distances. The average cost is $10 to $20 per short ride. And of course, walking. London is a city to be enjoyed on foot. London's cuisine. London's cuisine is a fusion of flavors from all over the world. London is a multicultural feast. Here are some of the most typical dishes. Fish and chips. A British classic since the 19th century. It consists of white fish fillet, usually cod or hake, battered and fried until golden brown and crispy, accompanied by a generous portion of thick chips. It is served with mashed peas, mushy peas, and is usually seasoned with malt vinegar and salt. Full English breakfast. Powerful breakfast with eggs, sausage, beans, tomato. This hearty breakfast has been a British tradition for centuries. It includes a powerful combination of eggs, fried or scrambled, British sausages, bangers, bacon strips, roasted tomatoes, sautéed mushrooms, baked beans, and 1 or 2 slices of toast or fried bread. Sunday roast. A typical Sunday lunch, considered almost a family ritual. It consists of a generous portion of roast beef, can be beef, pork, lamb, or chicken, served with roast potatoes, cooked vegetables, Yorkshire pudding, a savory bun crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. And, of course, gravy, a thick gravy made with the juices from the meat. Pie and mash. Another dish with working-class roots. It is a baked dough pie, usually filled with minced beef, kidney, chicken, or eel, accompanied by mashed potatoes, mash, and gravy. In the more traditional East London version, it is accompanied by liquor, a green sauce made with parsley. Afternoon tea. More than a dish, it is a British cultural experience. It is served between 3 and 5 p.m. and includes a selection of English teas, mini sandwiches, cucumber, salmon, egg and cress, scones, slightly sweet scones, accompanied with clotted cream and jam, a variety of pastries and elegant pastries. It is the perfect plan to relax between museums and walks. What places to visit? Get ready for an overdose of history, art, and beauty. Big Ben and Parliament. Symbol of the city. Big Ben is the nickname for the great bell on the clock of the Parliament Tower, although many call the whole tower, now known as Elizabeth Tower. It is undoubtedly the most iconic symbol of London. Next to it is the Palace of Westminster, seat of the British Parliament, an architectural jewel of neo-Gothic style. Free from outside, and guided tours from inside from $35. Fun fact, Big Ben's clock rarely fails. Even during World War II it kept ticking. Tower of London, located on the banks of the River Thames, next to Tower Bridge. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it is not only one of the oldest and best preserved castles in Europe, but also one of the most enigmatic. Built in 1066 by William the Conqueror, the tower has served as a fortress, royal residence, prison, mint, armory, and even royal zoo. It is famous for its tales of treachery, ghosts, and beheadings. Admission is $42. London Eye. This huge Ferris wheel by the River Thames offers one of the best panoramic views of London. With its 135 meters high, each capsule allows you to see for miles. It is ideal for watching the sunset or even enjoying a glass of champagne at the top. Fun fact, it was built in 2000 and was originally going to be temporary, but became permanent due to its success. Standard admission is $35. Tower Bridge. This Victorian-style drawbridge crosses the Thames and is one of the most photogenic in the world. You can walk along its glass walkway at 42 meters high and see how it opens to let boats pass. You can also visit its interior to learn the history of its hydraulic mechanism. Located next to the Tower of London, with an entrance fee of $14. British Museum. One of the most important museums in the world, with a collection of more than 8 million objects from all over the world. Here you will find from the Rosetta Stone, to Egyptian mummies, Parthenon sculptures, Asian and African art, and much more. Fun fact, it was the first national public museum in the world, founded in 1753. Admission is free. Buckingham Palace. It is the official residence of the British monarch in London. In front of its gates you can witness the famous changing of the guard, a traditional show of uniforms, marches, and music. During certain times of the year, you can visit some rooms of the palace. St. Paul's Cathedral. One of the largest cathedrals in the world, with an impressive dome. Recommended climb to the Whispering Gallery and then to the top for an epic view. Admission between $25 and $35. Camden Town, one of London's most vibrant and alternative neighborhoods. Known for its street market, vintage clothing stores, street art, international food stalls, and live music. It is the perfect place for those looking for something authentic, rebellious, and full of personality. Curious fact: here lived the singer Amy Winehouse, and you can see a statue in her honor. Located in the North Zone, northern line of the subway. Hyde Park, one of the largest and most famous parks in London, ideal for relaxing after a day of sightseeing. You can rent a boat on the Serpentine Lake, visit the Speaker's Corner, or simply enjoy a picnic under the trees. It also houses monuments such as the Diana Memorial and concerts in summer. Located in central London, near Marble Arch. Shows and cultural life. If there's one thing that makes London unique, it's that you can immerse yourself in the history of theater, see a Shakespeare play, listen to a symphony in a temple of music, or experience a Broadway-worthy musical, all in one day. Here are some recommendations. Theater in the West End. The Broadway of Europe, the West End is the theatrical heart of London, with more than 40 historic theaters that house the world's most famous musicals, dramas, and comedies. Plays such as The Phantom of the Opera, Les Miserables, Hamilton, The Lion King, and Mamma Mia are presented here nightly in spectacular productions. With prices starting at $30 for upper rows and up to $120 for premium seats. Located in Leicester Square, Covent Garden, and surrounding area. Royal Opera House. Located in Covent Garden, this majestic building is home to the Royal Opera and the Royal Ballet. Attending here is more than just seeing a show. It is living a world-class experience, surrounded by elegance and tradition. Operas such as La Traviata or Carmen, and ballets such as Swan Lake are presented here, with prices starting at $20 for high seats and up to $200 for center stalls. Tip: there are guided tours of the theater for about $20 if you can't attend a performance. Natural History Museum. In addition to being one of the most visited museums in the world, this place offers interactive cultural experiences such as night concerts, movies under the skeleton of a blue whale, and immersive science and nature exhibits. General admission is free. Some special events are $10 to $25. Located in South Kensington. Tip: don't miss the dinosaur area and earthquake simulators. Tate Modern is the most important museum of modern and contemporary art in the United Kingdom. It is located in a converted former power station, right on the banks of the River Thames, opposite St. Paul's Cathedral, and its imposing industrial structure is a work of art in itself. Inside you will find works by legendary artists such as Pablo Picasso, Salvador Dali, Andy Warhol, Mark Rothko, Frida Kahlo, Yayoi Kusama, among many others. The collection includes from paintings and sculptures, to interactive installations, video art, and performative art that breaks with the traditional. Shakespeare's Globe Theatre is an open-air Elizabethan-style theatre, a reconstruction of the original theatre where Shakespeare's plays were performed in the 17th century, on the banks of the River Thames. You can attend a performance as it was performed in Elizabethan times, or take an interactive tour that takes you behind the scenes, with prices from $8 on foot, as in Shakespeare's time, and from $30 to $70 with a seat. Location is South Bank, near the Millennium Bridge tip. Bring a raincoat if you're standing, the roof is open. Sports sites to visit. For sports fans. This is Paradise. Wembley Stadium. Cradle of English soccer. Capacity for 90,000 people. Emirates Stadium, home of Arsenal FC, with a modern design and includes an interactive museum. Stamford Bridge, home of Chelsea FC, with fan tours. Wimbledon, home of the most prestigious tennis tournament. Twickenham Stadium, for rugby fans. Lord's Cricket Ground, the home of cricket worldwide. London was founded by the Romans as Londinium almost 2,000 years ago. It survived fires, wars, and even the Black Death and Viking invasions, reinventing itself each time. Fun fact: can you imagine standing with one foot in the Western Hemisphere and the other in the Eastern Hemisphere? At Greenwich, that's not only possible, it's mandatory. Welcome to the place where time was born, the Greenwich Meridian. It is the imaginary line of the 0 degrees meridian of longitude, which divides the planet into Eastern and Western hemispheres. From here the time is calculated around the world, GMT Greenwich Mean Time. Visiting it is a unique experience because you can literally be in the center of the world for a moment. Where is Greenwich? Greenwich is located in southeast London, on the banks of the River Thames. It is a charming neighborhood, full of maritime history, royal parks, museums, and spectacular views. London is not just a city, it's an experience. History, modernity, culture, and flavor, all in one place. If you've ever dreamed of walking where Shakespeare did, having tea in a royal park, or watching the sunset over the Thames, London is waiting for you. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments what is your favorite corner of London. Did you miss any? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next destination in Quantum Passport. Cheers, have a good one.